We're right now in the middle of GEOBON's global conference. We've brought nearly 500 people from 40 countries came to Montreal this week to talk about monitoring biodiversity change.
A big success.
We're in the midst of a biodiversity crisis, and a large number of experts have come together to figure out how can we gather data, gather new knowledge about how biodiversity is changing, but crucially, how we can use that information and that knowledge to protect biodiversity and to restore degraded ecosystems and declining populations.
Further, we can use the data not just to accumulate data, but to use them for the action will be the next very important phase to save our planet.
We need to become a mega science discipline. It's the only way we're going to have the coordination, the longevity. It's a shared biodiversity mission.
We're not just monitoring, we're also trying to give back to the planet and manage, restore, rehabilitate our land.
The next steps for this community of GEOBON experts and partners is to maintain the engagement with international policy. So the Convention on Biological Diversity has a new global biodiversity framework, and GEOBON has been invited by the CBD to support countries with their biodiversity monitoring needs.
The next steps are a challenge because, you know, the GEOBON is a volunteer network. So we need to find some key projects to maintain the dots connected. And so as the co-chairs, we have a big responsibility to look for some funding for maintaining this exercise and this community of practice and the system we really want to make up of all of this.
So the next steps for us are to increase our engagement, make this knowledge available to all parties, all countries, and also how to help them monitor nature in a way that's cost-effective and fair to everybody. And so that's a really important challenge.
We cannot technologically solve our way out of the climate crisis with restoration.
Generating robust data and information combined with grounded analysis and wisdom is central to realizing indigenous people's self-determination and guiding our own local governance and decision-making.
We really need to start thinking about how we're going to implement the nature conservation and the relationship with nature for society. How do we make sure we move forward in a way that we thrive, humans thrive, but also the nature that lives around us? Finding a way to navigate this space is where everything is going to get decided in the next few decades.
Los invitamos a todos a atender la próxima conferencia de GEOBON en Colombia en el 2025.